Next, we have question number 6. Excuse me. Pick 2 goods you think floors should be placed on, and 2 goods you think ceilings should be placed on. Identify those 4 goods and why you chose them. What problems might occur in the marketplace based on your choices. So, first of all, price floor. And we'll just copy this definition again. Price floor is the minimum price for goods and services sold by the seller, and price ceiling is the exact opposite, is the maximum price for goods and services charged by the seller. That being said, an example of price floor is government regulation of price floor on agriculture products just to protect the interest of farmers. So there's people working on farms growing their own vegetables, etc., and when they want to sell it, just so that they are able to compete or make a living off of it, the government imposes a price floor, which is the minimum that the goods could be bought for. Another example is wages of labor, and aka minimum wage set by the government to pay the minimum wages set by the government to pay to labor to protect their welfare. And then price ceiling, like we said, is the maximum price for goods and services charged by the seller. And our examples here are regulation of maximum fees of certain medical tests and medical treatment fees, or regulation of the request of maximum rent in certain posh areas. So you could put a price ceiling on rent and price ceiling on medical technology, medical tests, and medical treatments. And some of the problems that this might create in the market. So let's look at the price floor on the farmers. Because the consumers, depending on what that price floor is, they might try to purchase their farm-related goods elsewhere, at a supermarket perhaps, and it takes away from it could decrease the surplus for the producers, which are the farmers. Look at wages of labor. If the minimum wage is a little too high, employers might fire some people if the wages need to go up higher, or they might only be able to hire a certain amount of people than if the wages were lower. And from the price ceiling perspective, if we look at the rent, it just makes it that cost of living is affordable for everyone, and the owners, the landlords, the owners of the buildings the problem that it might create for them is just a loss of surplus, and that's about it. So say correct, great,